Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Shrimp out there with Pippen. Then it's Smith. And it's Stoudemire in at the point guard position. Now here's Stoudemire. That three off the mark. That drive by Carter. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
Good on both. And here are the Trailblazers. Stoudemire kicks to Pippen. From downtown. Again, the miss by Stoudemire. And the Raptors with the ball. And he dunks it down.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. That's good.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers gave me just a couple of minutes. If there's an area that he feels they've got to overcome offensively, he said it's probably the shot blocking they'll face inside. The key, he said, is playing unselfishly. We have to make the extra pass to punish them for rotating. Guys, they have to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, up against this team, finding ways to crack their defensive shell is always going to be the #1 challenge.
And I would say it would be the #2 and #3 challenges as well, guys.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Carter comes in with the double team. Poked away and stolen by Bogues. Kicks it to McGrady. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Bogues against Stoudemire. Stoudemire, the screen. No one near Smith as he lets it go. No good from outside. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. Carter dishes to Davis. Oakley passes to McGrady. Drills the three-pointer. McGrady's got 7 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Stoudemire kicks to Schrempf. That's tipped and stolen by Oakley. And here we go. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
McGrady dishes to Davis. Carter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Brown, he's checked in for Toronto. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Stoudemire kicks to Pippen. Stoudemire attacking, and Davis sends it back. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Got a hand on it. Now Pippen. Pass to Sabonis. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot's good from Smith.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pippen against McGrady. Outside Oakley takes a three, and that one's good. Oakley's got his first 3 points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here is Smith. There's a screen. Clock at 6. The pass to Stoudemire. Puts one up from 19. Carter with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Christie's checked in for Tracy McGrady. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Grant, he's checked in for Detlef Schrempf. Here's Stoudemire, and Davis sends it back. They get it back. Dives for it, and to the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And the Raptors with some changes. Kevin Willis is checked in for Oakley. And Curry subbed in for Vince Carter. The wide open look here for Anthony. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Raptors leading by 14. Curry with it. He's picked up by Pippen. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Anthony. Raptors knocking down the tray. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Brown. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Davis. Again, Toronto.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And Portland has possession after the Raptors pick up 2. A nice shot by Ogman.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Raptors leading by 14. Passes it to Christie. The feed to Curry. There's the three, and he gets it to go. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Raptors.
That's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
Shoots a fader. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too. If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Raptors lead by 18. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for them.
Toronto leading by 18. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Grant. Also Shrimp out there. And it's Stoudemire in at the point.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now, here is Shrimp. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lets the three fly, and it's McGrady that time on the assist by Oakley.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Stoudemire drawing the double team. It's Shrimp on the wing. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto. The Raptors making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
In for your Raptors, Vince Carter.
Here's Smith. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Stoudemire, the pass to Smith. Picked his pocket. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. There's the lob to the hoop. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Stolen by Grant. Here's Stoudemire. Dishes to Smith. Right wing. Shot to stop the run. A second chance effort. Sabonis, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers head coach was going over with his guys. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And so here's Toronto. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. The shot's good from Carter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now, here is Shrimp. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Curry's checked in for the Raptors.
Del Curry.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Smith. And Curry pulls it down.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the shot is good.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now, here is Shrimp. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
The Blazers on offense. That drive by... That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
Now, here is Schrempf. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Carter against Schrempf. Carter left side. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
1:33 left here in the second. It's Schrempf on the wing. There's the pick. And Portland again with the bucket.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Davis is checked in for the Raptors. McGrady comes in for Curry. Schrempf's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. McGrady outside. The three. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Anthony kicks to Pippen. From the baseline. No good from Schrempf.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And he gets the bucket. McGrady's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Anthony after Tracy McGrady's score. Ogman passes to Schrempf. Uses the glass to drop it in. Schrempf's got 10.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
McGrady against Anthony. The shot by McGrady, no good.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Here's Pippen. They grab their own miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Raptors delivering the blowout. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Look at Vince Carter in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
We've got Davis. Oakley is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Carter. And it's Bogues in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Sabonis with the bucket.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Raptors moving the ball around. Here's McGrady. Cannot hit. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Sabonis. Feeds to Stoudemire. Schrempf a screen on Bogues. Bogues against Stoudemire. And that one comes up a bit short.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Outside Pippen, the three. The rebound by Carter. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Some changes for Toronto. Kevin Willis is checked in for Oakley. Christie comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Brown in for Bowes. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Grant's checked in.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And that one's good by Pippen.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. McGrady's got 27 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Brown's got the ball, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Curry's checked in for Tracy McGrady. Stoudemire outside. Clock at 4. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And it's Pippen with the jam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. On up the court. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.